Hello, it's Millie here, and welcome for today topic 2 and the 2. So if you are a mom of two beautiful kids, or if you're just about to become one, this video is definitely for you, because what I'm planning to share with you will be something which I learned from my own experience, but also from the different books and courses I have attended for the last few years. And I believe that this information will be very special. I become second-time mom only a month ago. So my first baby, he's 1.8. His name is Theodore. And second baby was born a month ago. His name is Oliver. And when I was browsing on internet, especially on YouTube, some tips from the moms two under two, I was shocked. I was shocked to see how many negative videos came across. If you can relate to this, please put some comments or some hearts on this video, because when I come across the videos on YouTube, which are usually based on mother's own opinion, they were devastating, because every single video they were talking about how bad is this idea to have two kids under two, how difficult it is. Some of the moms, they even regret it. So I was completely lost. I already had a baby, and I thought, well, it's probably best idea to have a second baby, and my second pregnancy was as planned as first one. But when I came across so many negative comments about this, I was like, oh my gosh, something is going on here. So therefore, I have decided to do my own video, which will not be a negative. If you already have two under two, beautiful. I would like to congratulate you, because this is something amazing. You have created a second miracle, and I believe that it's, God bless us mothers to be able to give childbirth, and specifically if you have, like myself, such a little difference. I think this will be very beneficial, especially on a long term. And if you're only planning to have a baby, then hopefully this video will help you to have a different perspective. Maybe like myself, you came across hundreds of negative videos already. So here we are. This will be a different perspective video. I don't want to say the positive, because it's difficult to have a kids anyway, and yes, it's added extra load when you have a second baby, but I would like you to have a video with a different opinion, and this video based on my opinion as mother of two under two. Well, here we are. Let's go into it. First, let's have a look about don'ts. So what I don't recommend to do. First of all, don't tell your first child that he is older brother or he has an extra responsibility, because first of all, he's probably very small. Like if your baby is under 3 years old, your first baby, then it's pointless to try to tell him that he is or she is older brother or sister, because they will not understand. And you don't need to put extra responsibility on your little baby shoulders, because they still the same baby. And I remember when I came home with the little one, I saw such a big contrast. And my first baby, Theodore, he was in my eyes like very big, and I thought like, wow, such a big contrast between the first and second baby. But at the same time, I catch myself on this thought that it's still a little baby. He is still only 1 and 8. It's little baby, same as it used to be 4 days ago before I came from the hospital with the little Oliver. So don't put the extra responsibility on your first baby's shoulders, and don't tell them about being an older brother, older sister. They will not appreciate this, and it will not serve you well. Second, don't tell your older child no. What I mean by this, if your older child would like to touch the small baby, please allow him to do so. You're here as a responsible adult, and I'm sure you will not allow your first baby to do something harmful to the newborn, because you are there. You're not just leaving them together and like disappearing. You are there to serve them, to help them, to guide them, and to help them to create this, relationship between those two. So therefore, don't tell your older baby, no, don't touch, don't do, don't come. This is very harmful. And specifically, not just verbally, but when you also put your hand like this, when your first baby, for example, coming to like approaching you with something, maybe it's a book, or maybe you just want your attention, and you're, let's say, breastfeeding, or if you're busy with your second baby, don't just do like this, like, oh, stop, don't do this, don't come, I'm busy. It will be really harmful as a long term. And immediately also your oldest baby, more likely he will be crying, he will be disappointed, he might walk away. But this is something definitely will be on some level on his mind, that's my mom has rejected me. So don't show this no go to your oldest baby. Also, don't show extra emotions and specifically extra negativity. So if you see some situation which you're not happy with, try to like breathe in, breathe out first, at least for a few seconds, and only then handle the situation. I give you example. My oldest one wanted to show the toy to newborn, and the toy was quite a big car, and he almost, like come to drop on his face. And first I was like, don't. But then I was like, hold on, Theodore, I don't think it's a good idea because he will not appreciate the score at the moment. So I managed to pull myself almost immediately in a different state where I'm not panicking, I'm not emotionally, like engaged. That's because this will definitely first bring an interest in older baby, because he's still learning how to deal with emotions. He's still at this age where kids are under 2.5, like 2.5 years old, they're still not very good with emotions. They like to try and see how the mom reacts, see how the dad react. And if I show him too much emotion, he might like it and would like to do this again, because mom showing some different emotional state. Whoa, what is it? Let me try to do this again. Let's see what happens next time. So they don't do this because they want to annoy parents. They do this at this certain age because they wanted to explore. So therefore, if you see some engagement which is not necessary, or something is happening from your older baby towards the newborn, don't show the immediate emotions, because this will not serve you well. Try to calm down and try to use your voice in a very calm face, so your older baby will not feel that he done something amazing, or he done something which brings such a big attention from the mom. Because if he think this way, more likely he will repeat this again over and over and over. So these are little don'ts which I believe important. Put in comments what you agree with, what you disagree with, and let's now talk about do's, what I think it's important to do. First of all, seek help, any help you can. I don't know if in the city where you live, you have some midwives or you have some additional services. Like in the city where I live, we do have disability where midwife come in to visit me. And it was for 10 different appointments where she would check up on the baby, check up on myself. And I think it's great. It's great to have any help available, because if you're busy with the two kids, as my pediatrician said, 1 plus 1 is not equal to 1 plus 1 is equal 5. And I believe it is true, because the workload on you as mom with a newborn will be much more difficult rather than just mom with single baby. So therefore, seek for help, any help. It could be your parents, it could be the friends, it could be some organizations around your city, hospitals, midwife, somebody who can help you. If you're financially stable, then hire a nanny or hire somebody to clean, or maybe even to cook, because the more time you have free for yourself and for your older baby too, the more relaxed you will be. And in your family, you will not have this like sense of everything is upside down now with the second baby at home. And I think this is the reason why majority of the women who had a second baby two, where it's two under two, they feel stressed because yes, the home routine can really put lots of pressure on women, specifically when you have two very small kids where they cannot manage themselves yet, and they need to have mom, both of them, the oldest and the youngest. So seek the help from the places when you can, and if you can afford some extra help, please use it too. Number two, agree with your husband about the terms in advance. What I mean by this, when you realize that you're pregnant with a second baby, and hopefully this was a pregnancy which you expected and really, really wanted, have a sit together with your husband and discuss what he will be doing, what you will be doing when the baby will be born. So what will be his responsibility? What will be your responsibility? For example, in my case, my husband's responsibility will be, and it is still is, to wake up at night and to smooth the older baby, because the Theodore still, he wakes up at night, and I will not be the person who will attend him. My husband will. Also, we agree that if I'm exhausted, I will pass the newborn to him, and he will be able to smooth him or spend the time with him. And during the day, we have the different timetable which we agreed on, where I have time for me, for Oliver, for Theodore, and we are taking the turns. Yes, my husband, he works from home, and this really helped me. And if you can afford to have your husband to be taking some time off from work, at least the first months, it will be great. If you cannot, then when he's coming back from work at home, organize your timetable around this time when you can spend the time for yourself and with your order, rather than just you being with both 24/7. And this is actually tip number 3. It's make sure that you still spending your time with your older baby. You don't want him to have this shock that somebody come to my house, little newborn, and now my mom only busy with him. What about me? Am I not important? Am I not loved anymore? What's going on with my world? You don't want to plant this seed in your older baby mind, because again, as he will grow up, I'm sure you don't want him to have this fear of rejection, that my mom rejected me, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, and all these limited beliefs, they will be passing on with him as he grown up. So therefore, make sure that you find the time for him. For example, how I do, when Oliver sleeps, I would spend the time with the Theodore. I would play with him. I would spend some quality time with him. Also, if Oliver is not sleeping and my husband around, or my mom around, or somebody is around, I will ask them to spend the week time with Oliver, and I will spend time with the Theodore. Also, taking turns to walk. For example, last week, I take the walk with only Theodore, because I knew that I breastfeeded my newborn and he will be not needed me for at least 2 hours. And I went for a walk with Theodore, and it was beautiful. It was only 2 of us, and he appreciated this a lot. So therefore, try to find the time for your older baby, quality time, because you're still a mom for him too. And the fact that you brought somebody at home doesn't mean that you love him less or care less about him. So make sure that he knows about this too. Also, value his individuality. What I mean by this, when kids will be growing older, I'm sure it will be a time when they will ask, "Oh, mom, who you love more, myself or my brother, my sister?" And sometimes we say, "Oh, we love you equally," but it's not good enough. Put yourself in a position of the child. When you come into your husband and let's say you ask him, who do you love more, your mom or me, your wife? And he will say, I love you equally. You will be like, what do you mean you love me equally? We are two different persons with the two different roles. So same here, it's two different kids, they have two different roles in your life. Yes, they both your kids, but they're different. So you need to value their individuality. So when you have a newborn with you, make sure that you're value your older because he is ABCD, and you value your newborn because he's ABCD. and try to keep the same relationship with them, to having cheering the individuality for as long as you can, because they will appreciate this much more than you just do everything equally, because they are not equal. None of us are equal. We're all different. And if we learn how to appreciate people individuality, the kids individuality to start with, it will be always a winning strategy on a long term. Also, don't sorry also take the time for you to recharge. This is very important to do, and probably should be the first one. If you run in 24/7 with both kids, with the household, it could be really exhausting. I remember myself, the first week was the hardest one, and it's been only months ago, so it's not like something a long time. The first month was really hard because it still tried to manage my timetable, still managed to have the right relationship with the oldest baby, with the new baby, with my husband, and everything was, like a bit hectic. But the most important is take the time for yourself. For me, it was the showers time when I was quietly standing in the shower and the water tried to cleanse, everything. I'm very big into the meditation, so I do meditate a lot. And if I feel exhausted, I would use the 15 minutes or 10 minutes meditation to try to recharge. Also, I like drinking coffees. It's also helping me to feel refreshed. And if you have something which is there uniquely for you to help you to refresh or to keep your energized, please find this little routine for yourself and do this every single day. It could be something little. It doesn't need to be something major where you do the clothes shopping and you disappear from the house for a few hours. This could be something very little, but make sure that every single day you do something for yourself, because if mom has resources, then entire family have resources. Your kids will be happy, your husband will be happy, and everybody will be happy. But if mom does not have resources, if you're exhausted, if you are hungry, then in your family, none of the households people will be happy about this. So therefore, make sure that you put yourself first. And if you recharge, then everything else will be taken care of. There are not a situation exists which you will not be able to handle. You created a human inside you. I'm sure you would be able to handle any situation which you come across. But that's it from me, the little don't and do list, which I hope useful for you. And again, having two baby under two, maybe it's difficult at the beginning, but hey, nobody said it will be easy. But I'm sure that once they will be hitting the 3-4 years mark, it will be better. They will play together. Hopefully they will become good friends. There are lots of things which they can do together. And I think it's just amazing to have the little difference. I have the older sister and I always miss somebody who I can play with at the same age. And I'm really happy that I have today opportunity to have two little boys, and I'm looking forward for them to be best friends. So let me know what you think about this video. Put some comments. I will appreciate if you share this video, if you put like, because then probably more mom will be hearing what I presented to you. And if you believe it's useful, please do share, and let's spread like positivity about the motherhood, because it's amazing to have ability to raise kids, but also to not losing yourself. So which could be a next topic for the video. Let me know anyway what you think, and I wish you all the best. Good luck with your little babies, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.